What should we expect in immigration when Trump becomes president? If you're like most of my clients, and like myself, and like many of my colleagues, you've been asking yourself this question because if you're an immigrant or you're connected with the world of immigration, you're looking at the upcoming Trump presidency and you're wondering what changes might occur. So I'm here today to share with you how I'm thinking about these upcoming changes, how I'm guiding my clients through this process, and what you can do to set yourself up for success regardless of your situation. My name is Kaylani Hawks Villafranca. I'm an immigration attorney and the founder of Villafranca Law, which is a U.S. immigration law firm based in Austin, Texas. We help our clients who are professionals, entrepreneurs, importers and exporters, investors, and family members from around the world, but most of our clients are from Spanish-speaking countries, and they're looking to come to the United States to expand their businesses, grow their families, and have greater opportunities for their lives. We guide them in that process. I'm getting questions from them right now about what should they expect with the new Trump presidency. These questions are really natural. President Trump has been the president before, so we have some information about how he treated the immigration system last time he was in charge, and I'm using that to inform my outlook, and so I want to share it with you. We also know that he said a lot of things recently, both in the campaign trail and after the election, that indicate he's absolutely planning to make changes in immigration. So what can he do and what can't he do and what should we expect? The first thing to know is that the president does not make laws. So in the United States, our system of government is divided into three branches. It's the executive branch, which is the president, the legislative branch, which is the Congress, the House of Representatives and the Senate, and then the judicial branch, which is the court system. Each of them has a role to play. The president's role is not to make or change laws. That's the role of Congress. The U.S. immigration system is based in a statute called the Immigration and Nationality Act. That is a statute created by Congressional Act, and that can only be changed by Congressional Act. So you should find some comfort in that, knowing that Congress is not traditionally all that great at acting quickly. So if there are going to be changes in immigration law, we will know about them ahead of time. They will be laws that are introduced by one house of Congress and then approved by the other house and then signed by the president before they become law. They will be in the news. We will be able to read them. We will know with foresight. We will be able to know ahead of time what those changes might be. So when Trump becomes president, he can't just suddenly change the fact that U.S. citizen spouses can get green cards. That's written into the law. That will not change. Similarly, there are many types of visas and green cards and humanitarian relief programs that are written into the law that can't be changed. But obviously the president has a huge impact on immigration because we've seen that in the past under President Trump, currently under President Biden, and it will happen again. The president himself directs the federal agencies how to implement those immigration laws. And so within that, the president and the agencies under him have quite a lot of discretion with how to implement laws, and in particular with respect to deportation proceedings and who is a priority for deportation. And so I expect that just after the inauguration, we'll see a lot of changes, executive orders, programs related to enforcement of removal from the country. That is probably going to be scary for a lot of people. And while I don't handle cases related to deportation or immigration detention, I have colleagues who do. And there are a lot of qualified, wonderful people out there doing this work who you should seek out if you have questions about that. There are also a lot of nonprofit organizations, and the federal organization in charge of immigration attorneys, which is the American Immigration Lawyers Association, maintains lists of qualified attorneys across the country by practice area. So you can always look on the AILA, AILA website to find an attorney who does the work that you need. So the president can't change laws, but he can enact policy. What happened last time gives us a lot of information about what might happen this time. Last time President Trump was in charge, he treated the immigration system with a hefty amount of chaos and bureaucracy. So the way that he exercised his discretion was by introducing more uncertainty into the process. And so if that happens again, then we would expect clients to see perhaps more delay in the time it takes to process cases, more changes in bureaucratic things like the style of the form or the mailing address where something goes or the way in which a form must be completed. Very, very unimportant things from a legal perspective, but time consuming and tedious from a processing perspective. And it does impact the outcome of your case, because if the government has set a process in place and you don't comply with it, they can say, no, we're not even going to look at your case because you didn't comply with the process properly for submitting it or for having us look at it. So that's what we saw last time. I have every reason to think we might see that again. No, I can't know, right? We'll just have to wait and see. And that's my last bit of advice for you. That was very helpful last time President Trump was in charge of immigration, and will be very helpful for us again, is that we do not react to speculation. There will be an enormous amount of speculation about what might change, when it might change, who said it, what's going to happen. And there will be a lot of people taking advantage of the immigrant community based on this speculation. Ojo, que no vayan con notarios. Hay que tener cuidado. You have got to be careful about who you trust with immigration information right now. There are a lot of unscrupulous individuals looking to prey on the immigrant community and take your money and harm you by not representing you properly. So the most important thing you can do is find trusted sources of news and identify what is speculation and what is fact. So when we talked before about a potential change in the law, so if a bill has been introduced into Congress, it's still speculation. We don't actually know that that's going to become the law yet. Last time Trump was president, there was a lot of talk of programs changing and new laws and programs changing and new laws. And you could try to keep up with all the potential changes and you could make yourself crazy. I suggest that you keep a general overview of what's going on. If you're interested in immigration or one particular aspect of immigration, maybe set yourself a news alert from a news source that you trust, a neutral one, and follow that information. But don't react. Do not make plans until something has happened. Because during the last Trump administration, we saw so many things proposed that never, ever came into reality because there was no political will to do them, or they weren't actually legal and couldn't be done. And so reacting to speculation or announcement will lead to bad decisions. And so I would encourage you to not react to the negative information, not react to speculation, not react to gossip, to be able to sift through that and to find the information you need to make decisions for your life and your future based on actual fact. We can help you with that. If we handle the kind of case that you need, we absolutely will sit with you. We'll walk you through the impact of your case right now, what we know and what we don't know. And it's also important to know that some things are not knowable, that there will be a lot of uncertainty as we go into the beginning of the Trump presidency and perhaps throughout the next 4 years, because there's always uncertainty in the immigration process. Because the president has discretion to change the way in which the laws are enacted, they are changing all the time. And we've seen that under President Biden as well, that some case types change the way they're being processed, and not always for the better. Some of them took longer than they should for reasons that don't make a lot of sense. So the immigration system in America is very frustrating. It's slow, it's bureaucratic, it lacks sufficient review and protections for the people who are asking for benefits, and that is baked into the system. That's not going to change. So when we ask ourselves the question, how do we approach immigration under a Trump presidency? We do it with a sense of calm. We do it understanding what is and isn't possible. We know the immigration itself is not perfect, it never will be. And we respond to the facts on the ground as they exist and not the speculation or the potential for change in the future. If you keep those three things in mind, you'll be able to move forward with confidence and clarity about your next steps. If you have any questions about yourself, your future in the United States, your case, or the impact it might have on you, your business, or your family, give me a call. You can find our contact info here on YouTube below. You can call us. You can give us a call, write us an email, drop a comment here below. And if there is anything else you want to learn about, please let me know by commenting below. I really want to know what might be helpful for you all to know. There's an enormous amount of misinformation out there about immigration law, and I enjoy educating people and helping you feel empowered to make the best choice for you and for your family. And you can only do that with accurate information. And I would love to share it with you. So if there's information you want to know, let me know. I'll make a video about it. Take care. We'll be in touch soon. Bye-bye.